Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a special edition of Face First. It's Safeties. These are my guys. These are my brothers. I'm excited to introduce them. We've already seen Deshazor Everett from the Washington football team. You know he was undrafted. He killed it, dropped gems the whole entire time. Jalen Elliott from Notre Dame first, but also the Detroit Lions. I just want to throw it back to when he was winning. Jester Reid, the Houston Texans. Deionte Thompson, formerly of Alabama. He left Alabama in Alabama, but now the Arizona Cardinals. And Landon Collins, who's going to be Alabama, roll tide the entire time. But just as his mother said, it's always going to be LSU. But hey, guys, I'm excited. Let's get this joke started.
Well, most times these stories write themselves. You know, things start off and you think they're going to be one thing, but a lot of times they end up being another. When the last opportunity you get for somebody to do a story on you, they say the spotlight is growing dim on Clark, you think it's kind of over.
Not at all.
Turn it up down here, man.
Underestimated and still I made it. In the book of hard knocks, I'm highly educated. Nobody told me looked over, but still dedicated. Played in the league for 13, I ain't gotta be favorite. 2 Super Bowls, Honolulu, I stood with the greatest. The thing is this, and never rich, I'm good with my neighbors. DB precision, television, ain't asked for no favors. Numbers don't lie, neither do pictures, just look in the papers. No backing down or turning back, part 2 of the movie. Never the biggest, but it takes more than 2 just to move me. Ain't gotta like what I'm saying, just watch me go to work. And tackle all of these topics right here on Face First.
So, straight up, right away, right now, whose team going to be the best this year?
Alabama.
I'm talking about pro team.
Oh,
Right?
Honestly, we got two Washington safeties sitting here,
I'm about to
so
tell you.
we definitely going with us, and you know our defense stack. So as defensive players, defense win championships, and we gonna get that shit done easy.
Oh, easy.
facts.
Easy.
With everything he said. To
So, is it just because of...
Tyler Henneke? What's his brother name?
No, they got Fitzmagic now.
Magic,
Oh yeah.
and he's
Yes, sir.
swaggy.
yes, sir.
He is
That
cold.
boy
Yes,
40.
he is.
He is
Don't
cold.
matter.
2019.
Still throwing
I'm
it.
gonna be really honest. Like, Houston and Arizona are really quiet right now.
I'm just not saying that, but I think we're gonna have the best team. We're gonna go into depth. I feel like we made some great additions. And I also feel like it's gonna be a turning point. So we're gonna have the
All right, are
That
you
ain't what he said earlier, but I'm gonna let
We got
I'm
a
gonna let that
whole
slide.
lot of new people. We got so many new people.
the Houston Texans? We're talking about the Houston Texans,
Texans.
right?
We got so many new people. When I walked in the building, I felt like I was a new guy. You know what I mean? New coaches, new players, new front office. So there was a lot of questions in the air. I mean, I'm confident about the staff. I love Lovey. I love Greg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Two goes to my mind, but it's just, you know what I mean? We're gonna wait and see. See how it goes.
All right, I have a question then, right? Jalen, because you guys haven't won a lot, right? What's it like to just lose all the time? Like, does it take the fun out of being in the NFL?
I feel like I feel like it definitely does. You know, you get into the dog days of it, and it's like you know, you just coming in there really to collect a check. You know, at the end of the day, but you know, it's still like a dream of ours. So you know, you try to find like ways to make it fun again. But yeah, it's definitely hard.
Bro, that shit is real life depressing, bro.
Nah, it's definitely hard.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
That shit is
to the
depressing.
building every day.
Yeah, bro. I've never been a part of some shit like that, bro. Last year, it was like niggas, excuse my French. People couldn't wait to leave, bro. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Oh yeah, after that last game.
Yeah.
Out of
Oh
there.
my, boys took suitcases to the game and said,
Yeah.
boy, my flight is literally
After
2
the game.
hours after the game, like out of there, lockers.
I
packed
think
up.
Yeah.
I think though, like the thing about it though is understanding still though, like you can't let that mess with your money though.
Yeah.
Like,
Still
you know,
gotta go perform.
Right, because I played on bad teams. Shoot, my team in Washington year 3, we was number 2 defense in the league, but like we would lose games 10-7, you know, 9-6. You know what I'm saying? Like it got so bad, we'd go to the city after the game, man, and it'd be like the defensive players, and we'd be in the huddle. Boys that get drunk, they'd be in the huddle, and we just be rocking back and forth, being like, we might lose, but we go hard, because we knew every time we got to the stadium, we was gonna ball, but we weren't gonna win. But then you look at that team, though, Antonio Pierce got money. Obviously, Sean Pass, he was gonna get the most money. Marcus Washington got paid. There was so many people from that defense that got paid. But that's the hard part though. When you get to that position, like you gotta force yourself into saying, you know what, like everything you ever learned about team in the NFL goes out the door.
Yeah.
Right? Because you trying to get yours. When you in that position, Landon, how do you keep that focus though? How do you keep the focus on? All right, I'm gonna just go out and ball.
Honestly, I remember doing it at the Giants because I had to do it at the Giants. It was a fight every day. It was a grind every day. I went in there, honestly, it's like, I'm going to be the best me. I'm going to control what I can control, go on the field, practice the way I practice each and every day because my mindset is bigger than this. My future is bigger than this. This team is sad right now, but we're going to grow. And then the following, a couple years down the line, you're going to grow and stuff going to happen. But so me, it was just a grind. It was a grind, honestly, just thinking about what can I do better for myself, my teammates, how can I get my teammates along to just be better on this field because this is our lifestyle. This is our livelihood. And that's how I kind of looked at it, honestly.
All right. Did any of y'all, and I don't care who's answer, we can talk over each other. That's what we do all the time anyway. Did any of y'all ever consider doing another job?
Hell no.
Nah.
Fuck no.
I love this
No.
I love
won
this
with
game
3
too much to
games.
do another game.
What, 3 games?
Now I'm even talking about that. I'm just talking about any time in life, like in
No, but
college.
Even then,
Nah.
when we had one with 3 games, and we come in the building every day. It was like, there's nothing else I would rather be doing.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
care if we go get our ass kicked every week. Like
Facts.
next year, like it's nothing else I would rather be doing.
Right.
So
You play the easiest game on planet Earth. I
First
would say
off,
so.
that's BS.
Nah, I would say
That's
the easiest
BS.
game.
It
The
is
funnest
not the
game.
easiest game.
The funnest game on planet Earth.
Okay, I'll get that.
Yeah.
The fun, well, and in our nature, to us, this game is the funnest game on planet
100%.
Earth. Some people would say basketball, others would say track, football.
The ratings do not say basketball. This is the most fun game.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
in this circle.
the ratings say us too.
Football,
The ratings say us.
boom. Everybody goes Sunday, Monday, Thursdays to go watch football. You're going home to go watch that.
it's
You're going to
something
turn on that.
everyone would want to be able to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, man, like we dedicated like our whole life to just, you know what I'm saying, getting to this point, getting to the league. Like your parents, like your mom, your dad, like your surrounding family members, they invested in you, like to put you in a position to get here. Like, and everybody's contributed in some way. So, and I feel like this is what I was born to do. Like, shit, I'm here for a reason. Like, I only, like, my plan was to get this shit going. Like, my plan A was to be here. Like, I never had a plan B.
Same.
So,
And see, what's so crazy is though, the outside world, right? Like talking about having a plan B, because I agree with that. You get to a point and you feel like, okay, this is what I want to do. I think we all decide that very early. I've said this and I'll say it until I die. No one ever had to teach me what to do with a football. Now, I had to learn defense and I had to learn skills and I had to learn techniques. But when somebody put one in my hand and they was like, run it, I could run it. Right? Well, when I saw somebody else with one and they was like, go get him, I could go get him. Like it is like truly, other than loving my kids, it was the most natural thing I ever did. But all right, you don't have a plan B, right? You only figuring on plan A. You say it's about the places and the things your family did to put you in that position. Like, do you feel that pressure though? Right? That's pressure to me. Or is it just like, I love this game so much, I will be doing it this way anyway, so the outside pressures don't matter.
For me, pressure was never a thing. Honestly.
Bro, you're also too though, like the most like relaxed, chill person I know, Landon. Right, and Landon, bro, I mean, no disrespectfully. Also too, bro, like you don't get to compare yourself to like us. Jay Reid neither. He can't
I'm about
either.
to say you can't-
Right,
you can't either.
right, but bro, honestly, you have the most famous high school commitment moment in the history of high school commitments.
It's still being played today.
Bro, I would have been mortified at 17 years old, dog.
But I seen that jump the other week. And I seen it. And I see Faye was like,
Right. And so I'm watching that, and I didn't know you did. Right? All I knew was I was hot because you was from Louisiana and you went to Alabama. You know what I'm saying? And so that happens, but I'm talking about like, but even so, like now, You gotta, you know, like your mom and the sacrifices she made, like you gotta take care of her. Like, would y'all say the family part is all of y'all why? It's for you, Jay Reid, it's actually different, right? Because E played, right?
Yeah.
Your dad's super successful athlete in Louisiana. You know what I mean? Like, you have all these things going, and it's like, and you went to Stanford too, like super smart. Like, do you ever feel the pressure, or does it kind of alleviate some pressure for you? Like, I could just go ball for me.
Yeah, I see both sides of it. Some of the pressure is you just want to live up to all of it. You know what I mean? Like, my brother, you know what I mean, had a great career. My dad did these things, has these records.
Yeah.
So it's like, I got to fill those shoes. You know what I mean? I got to keep raising the bar. But I'm lucky in the sense that since my brother did pay, like on the financial side of things, I never even have to think about that as far as my close family. Like, he already did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it do make it easier. And like I said earlier, man, I think we all when we were growing up playing ball, I don't think any of us thought that this isn't what we wouldn't be doing when we got to this point. You know what I mean? I always, when I started playing ball, man, I was like, even going to Stanford, I was like, I don't play football. I left early. I didn't even get my degree yet. I want to get it. You know what I mean? But I'll be doing this shit even though I'm getting paid for it.
Right. And I think that's the thing people don't understand, right? Like about us is it's not, one, we would not be doing it, that I'm gonna say at y'all age, because I can't do it at my age. We would not be doing it at this age for free. Right.
No.
We would.
It hurts.
Right? It hurts. It hurts like hell. Right? It's a painful thing. But having done it for free our entire lives, right? Then you like, oh, you know, like that's fine. You know, do you ever feel like, and like I said, always anybody can answer this. Do you ever feel like though, what I've done, just from a football standpoint, is still not respected, right? Like, cause you know, like chips on the shoulders. Like everybody claims to have one.
Yeah.
Right? I'll be honest, eventually I don't think everybody can be like that. Right? Like now that we see Tom Brady out of Tampa, out of New England, like you see him in Tampa and you're like, this dude actually likes football. He likes life, and he now understands that he's the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. And you hear him talk like that, you hear him be that way. You know, you look at people like LeBron, hell, Conor McGregor, who just got knocked out recently, right? Like even if you look at him, it's like, oh yeah. Well, he didn't get knocked out. Obviously, he lost. It's two losses in a row, though. You look at him, and it's like there was a time he was hungry for this. He was hungry for the championships. He was hungry for the fame. He was hungry for the money. Now he got that junk. It's hard to force yourself into that. But do y'all feel like the reason I can still grind the way I do is because I don't feel like what I've done or what I'm doing is respected? And sometimes that's money, but sometimes it's also like, man, I know I'm better than dude.
I mean, obviously what we talked about last time is the undrafted life, and so it's still so much that I want to accomplish that I haven't accomplished, and I think that keeps the drive going, just because I feel like I have so much to prove, not to others, but to myself. Because, I mean, obviously I have people behind me that's like, Shays, you can freaking play. Like you, Landon, I mean, everybody sitting here is like, they put me next to him. But it's like, I want to prove it to myself. I want to go out and do that. I want to be the one that everyone's wearing Everett jerseys and chanting his names, and it's just like, I know I'm that guy. Like, I proved it to y'all now that you know. But I mean, that's what keeps me going.
I think it's crazy too, cause like this going through this, being undrafted as well.
Your story's kind of different though.
Yeah.
You can talk about it a little bit if you're willing, but like I think Notre Dame
Yeah.
started all that time.
Yeah, nah, it was crazy, man. Cause I remember talking to you last year, being so excited, man, coming from the Senior Bowl and getting DB of the week, and just feeling like, man, like everything lining up. You know, they like, hey, you gonna be a day 2 guy, like, you know, and everything's lining up. And then went to the combine, of course, and didn't run well. And so it was kind of put in a tough situation.
After you ran, did anybody tell you like, hey man, you might be undrafted? Did you start feeling that way,
So
like at that time?
My agent, one of the realest people that I had at the time, he was like, yeah, we probably gonna get undrafted. Like it's a high possibility, because that was like the thing that they were wondering about. It was like just long speed. And so I'm like, I mean, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? I still think that I'm one of the best safeties. Like, I was in the top 10 for the safeties in the country. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like, I'm going to figure out a way on the team. Like, but it didn't happen to go that way. And when I got there, man, I was working, grinding, playing really well. Still didn't go my way. And like this is a feeling that I'll never forget. You know, like no matter how long I play in the league, like I would never forget this feeling of just being there all year. Like I know I'm better than him, or I know I could be on this field making this play and not getting the opportunity. Like that would never leave. Like you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what will help me and drive me.
How does it feel to have never gone through that, Landon?
That's what I was about to get to. I'm letting everybody speak. Honestly, you want to go real quick, DT?
Yeah,
I
feel like
I could talk about that side of me.
like it's just like to piggyback off what they said. It's like you get that feeling like, man, you want to be that guy. Like, and I feel like if you don't have that feeling as a football player, like you shouldn't be playing this game. Like nobody want to be playing. Oh, like I'm second string. Like I'm waiting for. I'm saying my opportunity. Like you want to be that guy. So I feel like that's everybody's goal. But it's like once you become that guy, like you don't want to be known as a guy that falls off. Like Conor McGregor, like he became that guy. And, like he's slowly like falling off. Like
It's like you don't have something to prove anymore.
yeah.
And that's what I think. I think and football's different, right? Because it is a team sport. But like people are tripping if they don't understand the individuality of what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk on TV all the time about people, I always say we're independent contractors. We're independent contractors because you truly are. You know, I play with, at least in my opinion, two of the greatest safeties to ever play this game, right? And if you ask Sean who he played with, that he loved, that he felt was a great player, helped him be great, he'd say me. Same thing with Troy. But it wasn't like because they played great, people were saying, hey, man, we're going to pay you like we paid them. Like, that's not the way it works. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's always the crazy thing. It's finding motivation when you do feel like you've accomplished some things. Because, like, when I got second, third contract, I was like, from a monetary standpoint, I was set. Right? From a monetary standpoint, that's a very big bug. The good thing that's important. We are not in Louisiana, so it is not a flying cockroach, and that's important. So, and I say all this talking about accomplishment for you, LC. What, like top athlete in the country coming out, started at Alabama, drafted high, all pro. Your second year, get the big contract. Like, what's that like for you now and understanding, all right, I still got to go ball. I still have more to prove. We talked about, accolades and all pros and things when we first met. So now, what's your motivation every morning and getting up and saying, I'm going to keep doing it?
Honestly, bro, like with all that being said, all those accolades, all that, I work my fucking ass off. I grinded for this shit. And people not gonna see that side of it, you feel me? And my heart racing because that's a part of the football I want to talk about. People don't see when we go into Washington when I was with the Giants. Man, I had 6, 7 different things that had on my plate that I had to learn within a week for each week. You feel me? So they're not gonna see that. But in every game I go into, I get kind of choked up because that shit touched me a lot. Every game I go into that bitch with a target on my back because as y'all boys look up to me. You feel me? And I can't do nothing wrong when I'm touching the field. I can't lag. I can't miss a tackle. I can't miss an interception. I can't do anything. I get paid $84 million. And that was before when I got drafted, first pick of the second round. You know what I'm saying? I cannot do anything wrong. That's the thing. And that shit touched me hard because y'all don't know what my grind is. You don't know how much hard work I put in, how much studying I do, and who the fuck I'm protecting on the field. Some of the shit that I make plays on is not my job. It's not my job, but I make the play because I see it before they do it, and I'm just making that play. You know what I'm saying? And that shit tough because people don't understand, like, I fucking work, bro. I work my damn ass off. And y'all guys
people
said,
that look up to you though, bro, for real, like we look up to you, bro, and we know you a baller, but we know you human too. You know what I'm saying? That's the people that matter.
Correct.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why, and that's the real reason why when y'all see me comb, and that's why I don't give a fuck what nobody say because I got y'all boys. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we put on the field. Y'all know how hard it is to be on this field. Y'all know how hard it is to be on the goddamn team.
Yeah.
And especially for y'all guys being undrafted. Y'all got it even worse. So when I got on the team with Shades, I'm like, Shades, I'm gonna get you on the field with me. My thing now, I'm good. I've been solidified since I got drafted the second round, the first pick. My thing is to get my boys paid now. The next person paid. I want you to be here for the rest of my career too. Because I know we gon' be on the same field, we gonna be on the same page, and we gonna grind.
Hell of a duo.
You know what I'm saying? Hell of a duo. So for me, knowing that level with the accolades, from high school to college to now, bro, I work my ass off. And it's every time you touch the field, I cannot do nothing wrong. And to know that, I wear that on my shoulders and I go on the field, I can't fuck up. I can't miss a tackle. I can't.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. These other people might have heard that, and I thought it was great too. You're right. You can't. Because every time you do, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be in the text message. But I think, though, but what people don't understand about football is because it's so much that goes into it, but you leave with something other people don't leave with. Like everything you said about what you put into it, the way you work, these people understand that, right? And that's why these people respect that, right? Like the people who ain't never did it, man, who could tweet us and who could talk about it. I don't worry nothing about them folks.
And slept. That's what they need. Slept. That's what they need.
But then the crazy part about that part with DT saying, bro, the moment that they get in our face, bro, can you sign this for us? Can you take a picture with my son? Can you hold my baby?
Turn around and dirt ball.
But don't even know what they're saying. They talking about you get caught on all the time. I said, bitch, I don't even get tried all the time. Half the game, I get one pass, two passes my time.
You might get that one, but you got to make that.
I got to make that play. I can't do nothing wrong.
Because it's like, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do for that one play, they just think, oh, he's horrible. He shouldn't be getting paid, but he's getting paid.
Well, it's funny too, because these is like everybody getting paid in the league, bro. It's not like it's just you, like receiver that caught the ball.
We get paid a lot, probably.
On the other side of the ball, it's their job to try to catch the ball.
He getting paid a lot, bro. I just think though, like the hard part about having a public job. Like I say this all the time. Like people asking me, is it hard when you do have to be nice to those people, and you know that those same people will dirtball you. You know that those same people talk behind your back, or when you do have to have conversations about football, especially in places like when your team is very public, right, and you have very popular people on your team, and if it may be something dealing with them that you don't want to talk about, right, you don't want to get into it, and having to sit through those conversations or listen to those certain things, like that junk is difficult. But my answer to that is always this, though: I could have a job nobody cared about. Correct. Right? Like there are people who wake up every morning, bro, and go do jobs, and they never get to know how good they are at them. You know what I'm saying? Like you're sitting there and you work at a bank, and this is no disrespect to anybody that earns an honest living. No disrespect at all. You may work extremely hard at your job, and I respect that. But I still know on Saturday mornings in my last year in Washington, the barber would text me when he was down the street. I'd text Jordan and say, Jordan, go open the door. Because I knew it was going to take me a second to walk down the stairs. Right? And the next Sunday, I was supposed to be able to play. And you're supposed to be playing against people that make a ton of money. Like that's just the way it works. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get being upset. And honestly, I don't get upset about stuff about me. I get upset about y'all. Right? Like I tell people, I am very clear. If somebody would come up to me and be like, man, Justin Reid, well, before you finish, Just my brother. Justin is my brother, right? That's my guy. Now, you could say whatever the hell else you want, right? But you've been warned that if it come out wrong, we have a legit issue. You know what I'm saying? But that's the other piece, though, that I was trying to get to is like everything you said, we all understand, and that's why we rock with you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't. But so, do you ever get to a point, man, to where y'all like, you know what? F them fans.
Oh, I'm always to that
Absolutely.
point. My thing is this. I don't care about none of them fans say. My thing is like say we right now we had DB precision. Our retreat. Man, when I catch a ball, miss a ball on the field, I gotta hear your mouth. That's why I'm hot. I know in his head, you suck.
I just feel like you know what we're capable of.
Correct.
So you know we can catch the ball. Like so when we struggle with that, it's like I'm letting RC down with how much he believes in me.
Yeah.
And it's like the way you believe in me, I need to believe in myself and get that done because you know I can.
Right.
So I mean, outside of that, it doesn't really matter to me.
Right.
And it's like if you support me, you support me. If not, then it doesn't matter because I know I got the major support I need around me already.
Word to all them other players, young athletes that may be watching and tuning into this too, man. The sooner you can not care about what anything somebody got to say to you on social media, Twitter, you know what I mean? Whoever these beat writers are, whatever. The sooner you stop caring about that and just worry about yourself and go, you know what I mean, focus on your craft, the better you're gonna be. My rookie year, I struggled with that. You know what I mean, I'm looking after every game. Damn, I got a pass, I got a touchdown call to me. I'm going straight to Twitter, seeing what people saying.
Yeah, no,
talking shit.
I
You know what
watch
I mean?
dudes sitting in the locker with their shoulder pads on, bro, on their phone, scrolling. I see that.
So the sooner you got over it, the sooner I got over that after my rookie year, that's when things just started getting better. You like your mental is better. You're not worried about all the other. You simplify your life, man.
And that's the one side. That's the one thing I'd say I had advantage of everybody else. At a young age, starting with high school, I already had that target on my back. So literally, Twitter. We had Twitter, we had MySpace, and Facebook at the time. Come on,
First off, bro, I know people that got married from MySpace and like BlackPlanet.com and stuff like that. Hey, those things are true matchmakers. They bring people together. Okay, they bring people. But yeah, like, and I get that, right? And so that brings me to another topic. I know Justin is you know has dealt with a lot with this. I've dealt a lot with it because being public, having an opportunity to talk about these things, the responsibility to like our community, though, right? The responsibility to the hood, right? And not in the sense of like I gotta go put all my money back in that, but you do represent that, right? And so we're coming off of a year, you know, 2020, you know, whether it was Breonna Taylor, whether it was George Floyd, all of these things. And I remember coming into the season, I said, once they get the boys on the field, this stuff is gonna go away. And not go away from a standpoint of that people that y'all wouldn't care, but that it would no longer be in the spotlight that y'all are focused on, right? And so Kansas City comes out, Houston comes out, they do their thing that first week, the people boo, I go crazy on TV, now Ryan Clark's a racist, don't really care. Not my issue if you think that, because you're stupid. But I come out and I say, this is what America is, right? These people came together in unity. It wasn't about Black Lives Matter. It was black people. It was white people. It was Hispanic culture. It was all of these people together just saying that we support one another, and people had a problem with that, right? And I was very honest. I said, had this been for any other cause in the world that people truly love, other than saying, you know what, black people deserve to be treated equally too, I felt like it would have been received a different way because nothing happened, right? People didn't kneel, people didn't do these things. So do you feel that now in our positions, it's more put on our backs because, all right, there's family, right? There's friends, right? There's people that you support, but also it's like, man, not only do we look up to one another, it's a little kid look just like you, just like you, just like you, who's seeing you and saying, one day I could be that. Now, how do I get there and how am I supposed to act? Who am I supposed to be? Who am I supposed to represent? Like, do y'all ever feel that pressure, especially in this climate?
Absolutely, man. I feel like we're all our own neighborhood heroes. You know what I mean? Wherever we from, anytime any of us go back, you know, everybody gonna want to see you. Everybody gonna look up to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everyone and all the little kids, man. You know what I mean? Like, they got a lot of role models out there, but kids want to watch, especially like young boys and stuff, but girls too. You know what I mean? They want to watch players, man. They want to watch basketball. They want to watch football. They want to see what we doing. Want to see how we training. You know what I mean? Like, we all, like, I used to watch people's highlights before I went and played a game in high school. You know what I mean? People in college, people in the league. That's what got me hyped. You know what I mean? I idolized them. So now we done went to the next level of that, and we gotta pass that along to the next generation. You know what I mean? So we gotta hold a standard for ourselves that we pass the torch down and be that for the next, you know what I mean, Jay, the next Shays, the next Landon, the next DT, you know what I mean, the next Ryan, the next me. You know what I mean? We got to be that person for them.
And coming from a small town like I am, and being one of the few that's made it out even from the area.
I mean, small, coach.
Really small, right? And I always try to go back and do my camp and, you know, just give a little more hope and guidance for the kids there. So I mean that's my piece in it, and how I try to play a part to like give them more and like show them like if you saw me grow up and you saw how I grew up from around the corner from you, like you could do this too.
I think that's big too. Like being from Richmond, Virginia, like you're not necessarily small, but it's a lot that goes on that's like really bad, you know, and that's all those kids see, and especially like this past year, it's just been like really reckless there. Yeah. And so like this past weekend, Anthony Harris, who now plays for the Eagles, also a safety, he had his camp, and then they had one in Hampton too. And I had a whole bunch of stuff going on this weekend, and I just really like thought about it, and I was like, bro, me going to New Orleans for a weekend, having a good time with my dog, or me going and maybe impacting the kid's life that I never even knew needed me to impact his life. You know what I'm saying? And just going out there and doing nothing more but giving time, you know, and going out there and just not being too cool to run around, sweat, you know what I'm saying, have to change shirts and, you know what I'm saying, just show them that I'm just like them.
You know what's crazy, bro? I had got a message one time on Instagram. Young girl, she had reached out to me. She was going through a lot. I mean, just really was looking for some words of encouragement. You know what I mean? It was nothing for me to just like respond back to her, like tell her, hey, you know what I mean? Like, believe in yourself. Go chase your happiness. You know, she hit me up 3 years later saying that little thing actually changed her life, bro.
Yeah.
Like I sent that.
You
I
probably
never thought
stopped
about
thinking
it again.
about it again. Yeah.
I never thought about it again. And then she sent the message back, and I was like it was like wow, like we really make impacts on people's lives without even thinking about it. It could be even the littlest things, bro.
But it's also so hard to decipher between the two, because you also got people that just
Want to
continually
take from you. They want to take from you.
Yeah, they just want to bother you. They just want to be cool. Oh, he responded to me, and it's like I get messages like, "Yo, you're my favorite player," and I'm like, "Oh, maybe I might be." Oh, I don't even have a follow from you, so I'm like, "Oh, you don't even follow me." Oh, my bad. I used to follow you. I don't know what happened. It's like, okay,
I hear you now, right?
I know who I follow, but I still follow you. So
I also feel like, you know what I'm saying, like with you giving back and you being, you know what I'm saying, like vocal in your community, showing people that you can make it, like with this generation being so different from how we all grew up, it's like everybody feels like, you know what I'm saying, like this social media, it's a social media driven world. Like and they try to see things on social media and like the regular shit that we grew up doing is not cool no more.
Yeah, that's
like,
real.
You feel me? You gotta go back and like show them, like I'm in my neighborhood every time I go home, bro. I go outside, I'm going to play with kids, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to them and show them, bro. Like, this is what you're supposed to be out. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you're not supposed to be gaming all the time on Instagram, trying to become social media
TikTok famous
and shit like that. It's not. That's not the way. It's not the way to go.
It's a
but
show
like,
now. It's definitely a show. Everybody wants to be a part of it. Everyone wants to be seen.
Well, I think also too, it's so hard. It's so hard to tell this generation that what they think doesn't work, right? Or that what they do doesn't work. You know, like you look at people who don't have experience doing certain jobs that get these jobs because they are social media famous. Because they know if I let this person, if I sponsor this person, I'm gonna have 1.5 million people that follow this person who actually has no discernible talent, right? Like there isn't one thing about you that's necessarily that sets you apart other than your ability to market yourself. You know, and so when a kid that's sitting inside who loves to game and he sees that this gamer has a multi-million-dollar contract, he may never be good enough to game. She may never be good enough to game. But they did it. They tried it. And I think, and what I've had to learn to do is, because y'all know, man, like I'm not that old, but I'm very set in who I am. Like I'm very set in my ways. I was talking to my marketing director, and she was telling me that I have to hashtag more. Right? And I told her, I said, not outwardly. I used to make fun of people that do that. Like if you take a picture and you got more hashtags than you had actual words in your caption, like I think that, like I was like, man, that's whack.
Yeah.
Like, why am I asking all of these people, or why am I trying to draw all this attention from all of these other places, right? From all of these other things, when the people who care about me go see it. Like, that was my thing. But like, if you're a kid and you were watching this, you like, well, nah, can't be Justin Reid. I can't run 4.3. That's not gonna happen. 5'6", can't be LeBron. You know, I think it just comes down to like, this is what I can do. And so I think that's important, what DT is saying. It's like, nah, man, we got to show y'all like living life is important too, right? That's how I learned crap. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm super smart. It's that like, if I'm telling y'all something, it's because I've experienced it, right? And the thing we want to do and the thing I want to do is like, bro, I know the heartache that living through that either caused me or cause people I love. Right. I would rather y'all not do it. Right.
Yeah.
But y'all know how it goes though. You make your own decisions, and guess what happened? You be like, so and so told me that was gonna happen, and then you gonna find yourself, you're gonna grow, or even now you talking to a young jit and you say, hey man, look, here is the roadmap, right? Here's the track that we're supposed to take. Now what you gonna do with it? And I think that all that is just, it's all so important, but the hardest part about being in y'all position is that people expect it, right? Like I think that was what was important about what Shay said. It's like if I run up to you and you are eating and you know you eating French fries with your hand, and I try to shake your hand and you go, all right, dog, what's up? Yeah. Oh, he's rude. Why I went to shake Ryan's hand and he wouldn't put his French fry down and shake my hand. And you know, and I'll be honest, now that I'm on TV, like I think about those things for like 0.01 second, and then I say, oh no, don't care.
Not gonna shake that.
Don't care. You know what I mean? And like that freedom is good, but you have to like truly know who you are, though, right? Like you got to know that I am kind, like I do give back, but like this space is for me. You know what I'm saying? So is there anything? I don't have any hobbies, bro. Like legit, like football was my job, my hobby, everything. So all my jobs now like have to do with football or sending you people get knocked out in fights on Instagram in fights, which got me a job, by the way. It got me a job.
But you damn good at it and you love it.
Look, I do. And so like the other piece of it is it's like, man, all right, when I'm looking at all these individual things, right, that go in to who I am, right, to what I am, what's the thing y'all stand on? Like I have non-negotiables, right?
Yeah.
Like there's things like I hate, like I'm not going to purposely disrespect you unless I expect that disrespect to have us fight, which I wanted to do anyway. Period. Like that's it. I have non-negotiables as a human. Like if I have a friend and I'm extremely loyal to you, which I am, if I call you my friend, you never have to question my loyalty.
Yeah.
You F that up one time, we can't be friends no more.
But I think we grew up on a different set of morals. And for me, it's like hard work. Like I don't care like what it is. If it's a challenge for something, then it's like I'm gonna try to outwork you for that, right? And that's just how we grew up. It was like everything was competitive, and it's not just from a sports standpoint. It was just like growing up. It was like if we did something, oh, I want to be faster than you. Oh, I'm around my bike
did you
faster.
Take your shoes off for the race?
I never took my shoes
Hey,
off.
I thought that made me fast. It just made my feet hurt.
Yeah.
I think too though, like I don't know, for me, my pops was real big on just allowing me to see everything, like every situation, and I think that helped me in a lot of the situations when I was on my own, because it was like, oh bro, why you ain't do this like everybody else did it? Oh, because I seen people do that already. My pops exposed me to that, you know, and my uncles was always around me trying to tell me right from wrong, and it's like, maybe I listen, maybe I don't, you know, but like I've seen it already, you know, and I think when you're able to see certain things, that's why I try to help my little brothers, you know, now, and my little sister. When you're able to see certain things, you don't make the same mistakes, and you know, you live your morals are a little bit different. So,
Yeah, that's like the thing I think I have struggled with as a parent, right? everybody, you know, when you become a parent, it's like, all right, I want to put my kids in a better position than I was in. Right? I want my kids to have better things. I want my kids to have more opportunities. I want my kids to live in different communities. I want my kids to go to better schools, right? But me and Mike T, Coach Tomlin was talking one time, and he's like, RC, the thing I struggle with, he's like, I want my kids to have so much more than I have, but I want them to have the same type of wisdom that I had from my experiences. Right? How do I give them that, knowing I never want them to have those experiences, right? And that's the hardest part about like growing and knowing, right? Because like that's always like my fear with people I love, right? Like it's not like I've been beat before, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been giving up touchdowns, I've been ran over, you know what I'm saying? And I got off the ground if I was ran over, you know, I went lined up and field goal block if I gave up a touchdown, and I went to the sideline. I looked at the photos. I didn't have a screen at the time, you know what I'm saying? I looked at the photos. Yeah, it was they just sitting them joints down from the top. Dude used to run over there and get them and bring to me. But I did all that, and I was okay. Like I was legit okay afterwards. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna play, and it's gonna be all right. But with y'all, I can't get it. I don't get over it like that. And maybe it's because like I don't get to go play. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I don't get to fix it. And I think and that like it's like that in parenting, bro. It's like that in giving back in everything that we do. And like the other piece of it that makes me feel is like superhuman. And not like superhuman, like Superman, like really human. You know what I'm saying? Cause like people look at y'all straight up. Y'all fast, y'all strong, you know, that y'all get paid. Like Sean Taylor to me had the greatest quote about football. He said we play a child's game for a king's ransom. You know, and that's true. And so people look like, you know what, bro? Y'all should have no problems. Right? Y'all should have no problems. When y'all do get a feeling, whether it's about a game, whether it's about life, or any of those things that are going on, like how do y'all deal with it and still do your job?
See, my thing is, I got this is my rule. So, moment we hit the gates at Washington, everything in my personal life stays at that gate.
Put it in the drawer.
Basically.
That's what I heard too.
Walk into the building, I gotta handle my football because this is my livelihood. This is how I feed my kids. This is how I take care of my mama and my daddy. The moment I leave those gates, all that come rushing back in, and I gotta handle that right then and there. So my next day, I gotta prepare for it. All that's gonna be handled, and I could go in there with something off your shoulders, something less off my shoulders to deal with. You know what I mean? So for me, that's how kind of I take that part and just move on by my day because man, we all got. You got
lives, bro.
A lot of people don't like.
But you got a life.
Yeah. But a lot of people like they don't. I got so many friends that do regular things. Like you said, have a regular job. Like my best friend's a teacher, and like I come in there, I'm like, damn, you go to school all day and deal with kids, and then you got to try to find time to work out, and you come home and do planning and stuff. And it's just like, I mean, it's tough, but it's like she does things, and it's like you got to be able to like turn that off. Like you're not dealing with that now, but I think we've been so accustomed to, all right, this is what I have to deal with right now. I got to turn that switch off. That like our mindset is different for a lot of things that helps us get through life.
100%. I agree with that totally. My wife, bro, is always like, oh, everybody can't just be like, oh, it's okay. Oh, nothing matters. Oh, it's gonna be all right. And I'm always like, but ain't it though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't it? Like, it's gonna be okay. Like, there are things that we cannot change. So, in that, I had a question that was already planned for all of y'all, and we just led right into it. What's the one football play you would change? I know mine, and I'm gonna tell y'all mine first. So this way, if anybody's embarrassed, y'all don't have to talk about it. All right?
Any football play,
any football play.
Does this end with you running in the locker room?
Yes. I'm gonna set the stage. Come on. Here we go. Stage is set. Here it is. Overtime. San Diego Chargers, Washington, not the football team at the time, but it's Washington, right? Early on in the game, I already know it's coming, dog. Antonio Gates goes in yo-yo motion. When he comes back out, it's going to be a follow, right? We're going to get number 3 under. We're going to get a slant there. I picked it off 7 times at practice.
Yeah.
But I got smart in the game, and I said, I'm not going to show him that I'm going to pick it up. He caught it, right? Or I think I might have knocked it down or whatever. But anyway, that play changes the game. If I do what I'm supposed to do, because they threw it to me anyway, I catch a pick, we get a pick 6, game over. Didn't do that. So we get into overtime. We in cover 4, right? I'm in my quarters. They give the ball to LT. LT is a monster, right? He comes through. Now I'm on an angle coming this way, and the other safety's not there. So it ain't no funneling him, nothing, right? So I do the right thing. I track the inside hip, got him, right? I run to him. So this is where the story changed on me, right? So you remember I said the safety on the other side ain't there. So he got all that space over there, but I didn't track the hip. So I leave my feet. Here we go. We finna get a tackle. That boy hit me with a boop. Stiff arms me, dog. I hit the ground. Nobody catches him. Remember, this is back in the day where even now, overtime, you score a touchdown, it's over. Bro, dog, you know, like I had a coach used to say, if you're on the ground on fire, I got off the ground like it was on fire, dog. That's how fast I popped up. And I just kept running after him. And he scores, he's celebrating, and I just ran right by him. Because it was right to our locker room. I ran right by him, bro. I got dressed, I get in the car. My mother-in-law is up, father-in-law, my wife is driving. I got in the back of my own vehicle. We driving out, dog, it's silent. Y'all know how long it take to get from Washington to Ashburn. From the stadium, right? Nobody says a word, bro, for like an hour and 15 minutes, bro. Right? And eventually I was like, bro, why ain't nobody say nothing? And Yonkers like, because I told them, if you don't say shit, they don't say shit.
That sound like Yonkers. That's definitely Yonkers.
And so, that's my play, man. None of y'all plays are going to be better than that one.
We get mine out the way, goddamn. Man, mine was 2019 National Championship. And bro, I had a open field tackle that I missed like horribly. And like, you know when you can feel like, when you put it on TV, you know when you can feel that ESPN camera zoom in on you, like zoom in on your face, and you gotta take that walk of shame back to the sideline. And it was just one of those plays in the game. We was already getting our ass busted, but
I ain't gonna lie to you, DT.
I feel like
on that play, I was hot at you.
Yeah.
I left the game after that.
Bro, that was probably like my worst play of my career. Like missed it wide open.
Watch the Landon's gonna be like, I remember I got a pick and I had to run 80 yards, but I only got 79 and he clipped my foot.
You see? Let's go to Target again. But look, I would say mine. I learned, but I would say this, bro. It's playing against the Patriots, bro. My rookie year. All-time greatest at the quarterback. You feel me? We beat them. About to make a play, 4th quarter. Think 1 point. You can't give Tom Brady the ball in the 4th quarter with a minute and a half
right.
or 2. I think we had 2 minutes left. Man, he made the worst mistake any quarterback can do. Throwing blind and off your back foot. Ball is like a moon ball. Boom. I go up, get it. Landed on my head. Boom. Drop the ball. I ended the game if I catch the ball. Ended the game, right? They pulled me out of the game to go check me for a concussion because I knocked myself out. That's the only reason why I dropped the ball. Knocked myself out for the concussion.
The only reason I dropped the only reason I dropped the ball was because I was injured.
Let me finish. Go out for 3 plays, come back in the game, and Tom Brady just really launched the ball downfield on us with a minute left.
Landon, that's not that bad, bro.
That is bad to me because that was when they was on their little streak. They undefeated streak. We were supposed to end their streak that game.
Yeah, but that shit ain't bad.
That's
Let me set the scene.
Hey, but you don't have that. You don't have that many bad plays. So
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's a horrible pick.
I don't know, man. That's the only way it popped in my head.
So it's 2019. Tennessee just beat Baltimore. They're going to the AFC Championship game. We're playing Kansas City. We're loaded, they're loaded. We come off in the first quarter 24-0.
I know where this is coming.
remember
I know where this is going.
24-0, man. We had a fourth down to where we didn't want to go for it on their side on the 20. Didn't
Right.
want to we didn't want to go for it. But then when we were on our own 25, we decided, you know what? We're going to catch them off guard. We're going to call a fake on the punt.
Yep.
I'm the PP, right? I'm lined up. I'm originally supposed to run the fake to the left, right? They had two what you call it? What's the opposite of the gunner? The corners?
Jammers.
Two
Jammers.
jammers over here, one over here, right? I'm supposed to run to the left, right? They end up bringing him in to where this side loaded and now move him out this side. So now I need to call it to the right, right? But it took too much time. I'm getting ready to snap. He do it. I call it audible, make it go to the right. I catch the ball, man. And I know I made this dude's whole career, bro.
Dan Sorensen?
Dan Sorensen. I run around the right edge. I get tackled, bro.
Right.
Turn around down, and it just all hell cut loose after that play, bro.
So you feel like that's the
They scored 28 points in the next 5 minutes. They scored there.
I remember that, dog.
They scored there. They returned a kick. They kicked it off to us. We fumbled it. They scooped it for a touchdown, and then they scored again, bro. We went into halftime losing. I couldn't believe it, bro. I was like, oh, we about to play. We got Tennessee at home, AFC Championship game. We in there. We going to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bro, I never felt so deflated in my life on that play. I was his headline on Twitter for like 2 years.
Wait, the picture?
The picture. The picture,
This
bro.
man won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Right.
hey,
You
hey,
his
hey,
profile
could you please
pic.
Take this down.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
See, LC? That's how you do a play you want to take back. That's how that works. Right? You played Little League. You played at Dutchtown in high school. You played at Alabama. You have played on 2 NFL teams. And I give you a great time to just show humility, vulnerability. Guys, I'm human.
That's the play that hunt me. That's the play that hunt me, bro. We supposed to pick off Tom Brady in the game, go home, kill a record.
Chase, please go.
I mean, it's tough for me just because, I mean, is this just all football career?
Your whole career. You need time to think? I can let Jalen go.
Yeah, let Jalen go, because I just have it's so much that I keep in my head that I just want to get back. It's all
It's got to be the best one. It's got to be the one
best one.
that kills you. I know you know already.
I got one for y'all boys, man. It was my sophomore year at Notre Dame, bro. We played LSU in the Citrus Bowl. So look,
I know the
you know,
play.
Look, you know this because you hit me up about it. Look, so look, the play before, I'm gonna set the scene, bro. We in a close game with LSU, bro. Real good game. Darius Geis on the other side. I like to think of myself as somebody that can tackle, like, you know what I'm saying. I'm a hit you.
Being a physical guy, right?
Right, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, well, I gotta get one on them. Like I got to.
Right.
So, boom, they down. They probably like at day 20. He come out right up the middle, kind of get grabbed a little bit. I line him up. Look, I hit him. I get him. I'm talking crazy to that boy. Like I'm like, look, man, like I told you, boy, I'm finna hit you all game. That boy said, I got something for you. Now you know, like he a little off, bro. Like, he a little off. So I'm like, all right, well, we gonna see you next play then. But he get a little toss on the outside. Running, it's just me and him. Running, he turned his shoulders this way to see me. Turn it just like this, switch the ball, and I come in like this. Boy, he must have put me through the ground with this ball. I'm talking about, boy, it was like, bro, it
I
so
remember that,
bad,
dog.
bro. If you watch it on film, that jump was on every highlight tape.
I remember that.
Bro, and I just had to get up,
Hey,
kind of run back.
I know the feeling, bro.
Oh,
It
shit.
won the game, dog.
Oh,
It
shit.
won the game, Jay. Won the game.
But he put me through the dirt, bro. Like, I was like,
Dog,
I
now,
gotta look this play up.
the thing that would have hurt me about that is that he told me something.
well, like, see, I start, like, in my head, I was like, bro, that's your fault.
Oh, you
Like,
just
you did that to yourself, bro. Like, cause I told that boy, I said, yeah, I'm hitting you all game. He said, I got something for you. And so, look, I said, yeah, that's my fault. That's it.
Come on, Shays.
So I got 2 plays. If
I'll
it's
take
2
2
plays, I will take back
I'll
in
take
my
2
whole
plays.
career. One, we played Detroit, and I always came in for heavy personnel because I was physical. I hit any fucking body.
Right.
And, like, you know the mentality. And they ran the ball, and a tight end pulled and smacked me in the side of the head. And not that he's a tight end, is expected, but the fact that I had to go in and get x-rayed, I had to get a new helmet.
Wait, did he hit you with his helmet inside the head, bro?
No, it's just he caught me in like the side.
Right.
Because I was trying to, be the guy. And you know how like everybody has the experience of you getting run over or.
Yeah.
And it was just like my welcome to the NFL. Like
I've been there, bro.
Welcome to the NFL.
Yeah. I've been there, dog.
And I say New Orleans, we was playing, and I was in for heavy personnel. And I know they're going to run the ball. What, 40? I think it was 42 in the backfield.
Yep.
And it's a stretch to my side. And I don't go feel. I shuffle to try to see where it's going. And he is coming. And by the time I look, he has me up in the air, RC. And I'm about 5 yards away from the plate. And he has me just face down, rolling on me. And it's just like, we go back. And it's not the fact that I know it happened in the stadium.
Hey,
nobody is worried about that.
The other part is this, though, too. When it starts coming that play, you be like, golly.
And he goes, look at this. Look at this right here. It's like, man.
Yo, that play on film. That'd be the worst feeling. That'd be the worst feeling, bro.
You there watching
you got to watch that film. You know, right when it coming up, bro, you already got the answer in your head about what you about to tell
The best part when some come up and y'all miss that play, like you gotta get out right before they go in. You be like, I know it's play number 20. Y'all end on 19. You be like, yes, we out of there.
Well, fellas, y'all let me end in the way I wanted to end. So I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to do anything to make y'all feel good, feel better, because this is what I do to y'all anyway.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate y'all coming, man. This was a great time. We covered a lot of things. I can't say that I've ever done anything on this podcast that I'm more appreciative for, so I appreciate y'all, boy.
Appreciate you.
brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Underestimated and still I made it. In the book of hard knocks, I'm highly educated. Nobody chose me, looked over, but still dedicated. Played in the league for 13, I ain't gotta be favorite. 2 Super Bowls, Honolulu, I stood with the greatest. The thing is this, and never rich, I'm good with my neighbors. DB precision, television, ain't asked for no favors. Numbers don't lie, neither do pictures, just look in the papers. No backing down or turning back, part 2 of